Hello, everyone. Happy Father's Day. For those of you who don't know, my dad passed away like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. I am 21, so I was 18, senior in high school. It was like halfway through. So my dad had cancer. It started in his gum, and I remember finding out, and it wasn't. I was kind of like in disbelief. I was like, okay, well, nothing really bad has ever happened to me, so like I don't think anything bad is gonna happen. It's not gonna be that bad. He's gonna be fine. So I go on living life, and at the time I was partying and experimenting with drugs and doing that whole thing, and I remember just doing that more and more, just like doing my own thing. And he got sicker and sicker pretty quick, losing energy, not being able to walk, play volleyball, do his thing. He'd be in the hospital a decent amount for like surgery and chemo and stuff. And I was not there. I wasn't at home. I didn't visit him in the hospital. And at the time, I thought I was fine. Looking back on it, I was probably running from having to see him like that. And honestly, that's probably my biggest regret ever, is not being there. You know, like how could I be so selfish and so just dumb, like just being gone all the time for like the last months of his life. And I mean, I'm at peace with it now, but right after he passed away, like that ate me up for a while, because like I wasn't expecting it to be that quick. Like 3 months later, I remember like a week before he passed away, he talked to me. He's like, "Hey, the doctors told me I have three months to live," and I was like, "Oh dang!" But then a week later, he died, and it was interesting. Like when he passed away, like I wasn't really sad. It was just kind of like, okay, like what happens now? And I felt weird because I wasn't super sad, and I was like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I not super sad? It took a while for it to hit me, but I was like, okay, like this is new. I need to like live life, but I didn't really face it. I started dating this girl, so that kind of took my mind off things. But when she broke up with me, that's like when I really had to deal with it and like man up and not look to him for everything, but turn to God. And that helped me a lot. Like relying on God as a father and looking to him as a father, the perfect father, the one who can raise me better than anybody in this world could raise me. And it helped me to not be so attached to this world. Like people die, relationships end, everything on this earth is going to die. Everything that we can think of, except for God, is going to die, is going to end at some point. So why should I put my trust and my happiness and my joy and build my life on anything in this world? Why should I live for anything but God? Yeah, so it was one of the toughest things I've ever had to do, but it was probably one of the best things that's ever happened, really. And it's, people always say like, oh, I'm so sorry, like that your dad passed away, or that must be really tough, or I'm sure you miss him a lot. It's like, yeah, I miss him, but a lot of people don't understand, like with God, everything is just so much better. Like, if I didn't have God in my life, I don't want anything, really. Like, if God isn't in my life, then everything else is meaningless. I could be the best volleyball player in the world. If I'm not doing it representing God, then it really is worthless to me. But now that I am doing things for the Lord, it is infinity times more amazing and fulfilling, and it's just a blessing that I don't deserve, and that I want everyone else to experience. Like, my dad passed away when I was in high school, and I came out better, like better than I ever had been. And the only way is because I turned to Jesus. I built a relationship with Jesus. I submitted, I surrendered to him, to his will, whether it was easy or not, whether I wanted to or not. I just accepted the truth, and I don't live for this world anymore. I live for eternity with God. I'm not here to please man. I'm not here to store up treasures on this earth. Yeah. It was really weird after, because everyone would always like come up to me, and I appreciate it. People are trying to be nice and do whatever they can, but they would say like, "Oh, Diego, like let me know if you need anything," and I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what that means. Like anything, or or just to like talk and rant, and even if that is what you mean, like I'm probably, I don't think almost anybody would go out of their way to ask their friend's dad to rant to, especially as like a young boy just coming out of high school. We have way too much pride for that. It's like, do you want to buy me lunch? I don't know. Like, I guess that'd be cool, but there's nothing you could really do to change what happened. Maybe go out of your way and like be like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up for lunch. Like, do you want to get lunch with me? It's like, oh sure. Like, yeah, I'll go get lunch. But you expect me to reach out to you for you to give me something? But I did appreciate it. It's just weird. It was kind of like one of the worst things that people could say to me. Like, hey, let me know if you need anything. It's like, whoa, well, I wasn't thinking about it, but now I am. Yeah, but Father's Day is good. I forgot it was Father's Day until like yesterday. And people are like messaging me saying like, oh, just thinking about you and how you lost your father. And I was like, thank you. Like, I'm sure you miss him. It's like, yeah, I do, but God is good. But God is good. If you are going through a similar thing, feel free to reach out to me or just comment, or like individually, like honestly, like I would really love to just talk and hang out. Because I know what it's like, but I definitely recommend don't run from it. Spend as much time as you can with your parent. Just like think about other people for once. Love you all. Bye.